What is going on YouTube? I am JohnPon09 and today we are going to be talking about Streamlabs. What is it? How do I get it set up? What are some of the features that Streamlabs offers? We're going to be talking about all of that today. By the end of this video, you will not only be aware of the features that Streamlabs can offer you to make your stream more engaging for your viewers, but you will also have it set up to your OBS and be able to utilize those features that viewers of live streams love so much. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right into it. All right, so you can also download Streamlabs website app. It's not really necessary to have the full software. You can actually just go to the URL here, streamlabs.com. When you sign in, you can sign in multiple ways. You can either sign in with your YouTube account, a Gmail. You can even do Facebook or just a Gmail. I have mine just set up to my YouTube account, so it uses my Gmail account. Once you sign in, this is the dashboard. Over here we have the navigation panel to the left. Pretty standard kind of stuff. The first feature that we're going to be talking about is the Cloudbot. Now, the Cloudbot is probably the most used feature that I see streamers use Streamlabs for. It does a lot of really cool things. First off, probably the most useful feature, in my opinion, is it can actually track your viewers' watch time that they have spent in the stream. So unlike on Twitch, while YouTube does track the amount of time that somebody has been watching your stream, it actually doesn't make that information public. So there's no way that the user can check that through YouTube, or there's no way that you can check it either, which users specifically have been watching your stream and for how long. So one really cool thing that it does with the Cloudbot is as long as people are commenting in your stream, at least every 5 to 10 minutes, it will track those hours and then keep them for them so they can be displayed. And as well as, you can check them on the back end as well. They don't have to register or do anything. It just automatically tracks their username as they're engaging with your stream. So that's the first thing. The second thing is commands. So you can do different commands for your stream, such as links to different things, or maybe your different socials, or sometimes just funny things for your chat to be able to engage with your chat. The first thing that I'm going to talk about is if you do want Streamlabs to be able to do all of these things, you'll need to moderate it. So you can do this, and it gives you this lovely warning up here. You just need to go to YouTube Studio, Settings, and then Community and Adding. You'll see a box where you have your current moderators, and it'll give like their name inside of a little circle, and you can click the X to remove them as a moderator, or you can also type in that box in order to add a moderator. Well, in that box, instead of typing somebody's name, you can just post this link that they give you right here, and then press spacebar, and then it will automatically add Streamlabs as a mod to your stream. So let's go ahead and look at first timers. These are the timers that I have set up for my stream. What a timer does is Streamlabs, the mod that you just added, will say these messages that you give it, and then you can set it at different intervals, and you can also set a line minimum. So for instance, my first timer is called like, and the message that the Streamlabs bot will say is "Thank you for liking the stream," and that will be posted every 27 minutes. And it will only be posted if there are at least 5 other comments in between the last time that Streamlabs has posted this message. So what this feature specifically is for is so that you don't have just a chat full of Streamlabs only. Like if your chat is moving slower, then you just don't have Streamlabs basically spamming the same message over and over again. So I like to keep mine around 5. That's a pretty good limit, but you can adjust these by clicking the edit button here to the right, the little pencil icon, and you can give it a name. That's just really for your reference. The response is whatever you want the Streamlabs bot to say, and then the interval is the amount of time. The line minimum we just talked about, you can adjust that as you see fit. I would recommend doing random intervals. If you set all these to 5 minutes, what will happen is as soon as you start Streamlabs will say all of these commands, and then in 5 minutes, as long as the line minimums have been met, it'll say all of them again. So that's the reason why I have all of them on random intervals. And one thing too, like I try to set the ones that I don't find as important to be longer intervals. So the next one is my donation message. So especially now that I'm monetized, I do want people to know how they can donate to the channel if they wish, but I don't want it to post it every 5 minutes. So that's one tip, to try to stagger them so that inevitably they will post. Streamlabs will post 2 comments in a row. To me, it's not the end of the world, but you can experiment with these intervals if you're getting a lot of spam, or maybe consider taking some of them off, or even combining them. If you have your socials, you could maybe put multiple social links in one message to kind of clear that up. The next thing that we'll look at are the commands. So you can add a command. Basically what a command is, if you're unaware, it works exactly like Twitch. You can type exclamation, and then you can name the next part of the command, and once a user types that into the chat, the response will be a predetermined response from the bot. So the response is the part that the Streamlabs bot is going to say. So if you type exclamation can I play, my Streamlabs bot is going to say make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications so you know when the next playing with substreams is happening. This is one way that you can use to basically help your moderators. Rules that are frequently broken or questions that are frequently asked, you can just make a quick command so that your mods, especially if they're if they're busy or they're kind of lurking and somebody asks a frequently asked question, they can just type a command really quickly, and then the Streamlabs bot will answer the new person's question or whatever. You can also make them for rules. Again, it's another kind of moderating tip. And then you can also use them to post links, because Streamlabs is a moderator. It'll be able to post links in your chat. So for instance, if you want to shout out other people's YouTube channels, you can make a command for that person. So this one's for someone named Alex, aka It's Yourzaw. And if you type exclamation Alex in the chat, you can do a short little description and then have a link to his YouTube channel so that people can click on it and go subscribe. So that's another really good use for it. There are a lot of different uses for the commands, and overall, in my experience, people really like the commands because it is a way to engage with the chat, and there are a lot of different things that you can do with them. If you streamed on Twitch or another platform, you kind of know how crucial commands can be. And unfortunately, it's not a default to YouTube, so you do have to link your account to another third-party service if you want a feature like this to be in your video. All right, so the next thing that I'm going to talk about that's really important are the widgets. So if we go to all widgets here, one of the most popular ones that I see people using a lot is called the event list. What this will do, this will create an overlay on your stream, and you can do it for different things. But subscribers, members, or donations, it will basically create a box that will display on your screen, and it'll automatically update. So if you get a new subscriber, their name will go on here, and then it'll say subscriber or their donation amount next to it, and it just stays on the screen. It really encourages people to subscribe or become a member if they want to see their name displayed on the screen for everybody to see. So it's pretty cool. Streamlabs, again, all of these features are free that I'm showing you today, so this is another free feature, and there's a lot of different themes and different options that you can choose. You can just change it all here. You can change the colors. You can choose what you would like the so you can make the events basically. So donations, subscribers, members. If you only want this for donations, you would just check this box, obviously. So there's different features that you can use this for. Obviously, if you're not a monetized channel, you don't have to have super chats or members, gifted members. You can just do it for donations or subscribers. The cool thing is it also links to your Streamlabs donations, but it'll do the super chats or members as well if you have that feature. You can, again, customize it all down here, and once you press Save Settings, you can go up here and then just copy that link. It doesn't want you to share it because this is basically, it's kind of like a stream key type thing. You don't want to show stream. Once you click to copy the URL here, what you can do is, I'll bring over OBS real quick. What you can do is add a source with this plus button, and I do have other videos describing more in detail how to set up these sources. We'll add a source to the scene. We'll select browser, and we'll say create new. I'm not going to name it. I'm just going to paste right here that URL that I just copied, and it'll have a default width and height of 800 by 600, but we can change that in just a second. Just going to press OK there at the bottom left, and as we can see on the screen, it already came up. You can adjust this width and height to actually match this and make it a little bit easier, but as you can see, you can adjust the size of the box here anyways. And even though there's extra space at the top, as you can see, you can still get it to the size that you want and then be able to place it wherever you want on your screen as the overlay. And then we can lock it in place and it'll be, locked right there. I'm gonna go ahead and delete it because I don't need that source. If you're interested, like I said, in more information on how to create sources, I do have other videos for that in my OBS tutorial playlist. There are also, so that's the main widget that I see people using. But there are also other ones like the viewer counter. There's different like games and stuff like that, so you can look through here, but all of these work the same way. Basically, you just click on whichever one that you would like to add. Here's a member goal one. That's actually a new one. I haven't seen this one before. You can just click on whichever one you want to add, then you can go ahead and edit it, and then copy the link and then create the source in OBS to have the overlay be on your stream. It's a good way to make your stream look a little bit more professional without spending any more money, because like I said, all of these are free. You don't have to upgrade your account to Ultra to be able to access these widgets. And the last thing that I'll talk about today is the tipping. So you can actually link your PayPal account to Streamlabs. So this is really cool because when you do this, it will allow you to display an alert on stream. So you can always just, post your PayPal link in your description or, have it in your chat or whatever. But if you link your PayPal to your Streamlabs, then people will be able to, number one, donate through Streamlabs. So even if they don't have a PayPal set up, I'm like 90% sure you just have to set up a Streamlabs with your debit card. You don't necessarily have to have a PayPal account to donate in this way. But the main benefit of doing this is so that you can, number one, look through your history, but number two, have that in your recent events. So like the widget that I just showed you, if somebody donates through your Streamlabs link, it'll pop up on stream. You can make an alert for it. You can also, it'll also show up in with the bot, the Streamlabs bot can post, so-and-so just donated, whatever amount. There are a lot of other features that you can also do with Streamlabs. In interest of keeping the videos short, I just wanted to do kind of an overview of all of them and describe how you can, get these set up. Again, the main thing that people use are just the Cloudbot and the widgets, but there are also other features as well. One thing that you can also do with the Cloudbot, for instance, is be able to set a queue. So if you want to do like a playing with subs stream and you want to have a queue where people enter, you can do different things like that where they can join the queue and chat. You can also do giveaways where people can have done $20, $25 giveaways in the past where people in the chat can enter, and then Streamlabs will randomly select a winner out of the people that are entered. So again, it has a lot of different features, a lot of different tools. I don't even utilize all of it, but the main things that I do use it for are just the Cloudbot, and I've used some of the widgets in the past as well. It's also a good idea to have this recent event tab open while you're streaming, just to be able to make sure that you don't miss an alert if somebody is subscribed or donated to your channel. The last thing that you want to happen is somebody donates to your channel and you miss the alert and you don't realize it, and then they don't get any recognition. That's the last thing that I want anyways. So I hope you found this video helpful. If so, I would definitely appreciate if you liked the video, if you also could subscribe. I have also other very helpful videos in this playlist regarding OBS, streaming, and content creation. I hope that you will check those out as well. And until next time, peace.